Hi, my name is Justyna. I live in Krakow, Poland. I worked in Auslandsgesellschaft for a year in 2011 and 2012. After graduation, I wanted to gain some work experience abroad, and I found out that there is a possibility to take part in European Voluntary Service Program. So I checked the places I can go to. Auslandsgesellschaft was on the list, so I took my chance. It was a very important time for me. I really learned a lot at work. We, as volunteers, got a chance to carry out our own project, which was very exciting. I've also learned to be more independent and find my ways in new environment. And most of all, I met there fantastic people who are still very important to me. After I came back, I worked in sales first, then I worked in event agency, now I work in purchase, and I also learn programming a little bit. At the beginning in March, it was complete lockdown. People were confused, panicked, raided supermarkets, and soon there was no toilet paper or long-lasting products in the city. It was a lot of madness because people decided to turn their houses into shelters with food and water supplies. But this time was also hard because we were not allowed to go out without any justified reasons. So it meant no walks, no sport outside, no meeting with friends. At that time, I stayed in touch with my friends and family. We spoke a lot via phone, via Skype, via Facebook, and also the same at work. We had very frequent calls. So actually, I didn't have the feeling that I'm not connected. After strict lockdown, everything started to come back to almost normal. I still work from home, and there is a lot of restrictions regarding workplace. But when it comes to private life, there's not so many burdensome restrictions left. So, do I feel restricted? No, but I feel very insecure. I feel insecure about infection rate, insecure about my grandma health, about recession, about my sister wedding, about everything, about the future. We are now shortly before presidential election. And I'm, for example, worried that the government might exploit the current situation in favor of the current president to be re-elected. Because if they want to, in this situation, it will be easier for them to justify some unfair actions with coronavirus prevention. I hope it will. Pandemic has been first global threat in my lifetime. Another global threat is climate change, which is around the corner. And therefore, I really hope that the governments and CEOs and single people will understand that profit and comfortable lifestyle might not be our ultimate goal in the face of global disaster. What I mean now, big companies were able to make huge changes within few days. Within few days, they were able to move thousands of employees to home office, change business trips for calls. They were surely not happy about it, but they accepted the situation as they understood the risk and the necessity. Which means once we acknowledge the risk and accept that the change has to be made, we can change every area of our life. So therefore, I hope that we can take a lesson from this experience and avoid even bigger threat. I wish you that we live in a safe world after this. Take care.